Hey yo everybody, this is Dead Rising 3 explained in about 5 minutes. Okay, you guys ready? Everyone get ready. Okay. So there's this guy named Nick. He finds out he's the only survivor left with a couple of his friends, and he finds out that his friends got taken by a couple of bad bikers, and then the bad bikers are like, why don't you come fight me, I'll fucking beat your ass, and then the guy's like, I don't think so, and then he goes and fights him. And then you have to take out the bikers, you have to hit the back of them to have them blow up, and once you have them blow up, and they're all like, oh my god, you're really tough, we're like the only survivors too, but we're still gonna fight you for some reason, because we're not gonna stick together in the zombies apocalypse. So instead of actually helping them, they want to fight him the entire way through, and once they try to fight him the entire way through, Nick gets past all them and then finds out one of his friends are not shit, and he's starting to act a little weird, you know, and he's like, no way, my friend's he's in the army, he knows what to do, and like, no he doesn't, he's totally clueless and no one has any idea what to do. It's a zombies apocalypse, obviously. And the guy's like, oh, I might be bit, I'm gonna get shit, and he's like, no, you know what, I'm gonna go find something to make you heal and junk, and he goes to go find something, and he doesn't find any. Well, he does. He actually, you went on a mission to go find some stuff from these big army guys. These big army guys don't want to help you. They're like, no, let's just kill everybody. Why don't we're supposed to nuke it in about, like, 7 days. Which, he does all this in 7 days, which is very impressive. He saves, like, the entire world in 7 days. Alright, back to what I was saying. Once he goes and finds a thing, and once he finds a thing for his friend, he's like, here, and they're like, oh, he's already way too far gone. We gotta shoot him. And he's like, no way, you're not gonna shoot my friend. I'll beat your ass, too. And, so once his friend's like, oh, don't worry, you can shoot me, then it totally switches over to this one girl that he's really in love with. I don't know, she kind of looks like Hillary Duff in her young years, and once they go and find the girl's all captured, so he goes to the girl's camp, and apparently he finds out there's more survivors. There's like 800 people that are still surviving, and he's like, wow, that's really cool. And once he goes to the girl's camp, the girls are like, well, first you gotta find all this stuff before we tell you where she is, and he's just like, what the hell? Okay, fine, I'll fucking find all your stuff, what do you need? And then they freaking are like, oh, hey, we need this, we need that, we need this, like, that's a bunch of useless stuff, you don't need that. So apparently you gotta go get the useless stuff before you can continue, so you're like, alright, fine, I'll go get your useless stuff, get all the useless stuff, find your girlfriend, and then your girlfriend seems to have another boyfriend, not really a boyfriend, he's kind of, well, he's like a Chris Brown, you know, Chris Brown with all the smooth moves, and he's like, oh yeah, we gotta get out of here if we're gonna do anything, so Nick, you can go do this while I take your hot girlfriend and I'm gonna do something with her, which I don't think they did sex, but most likely they did. And once he takes his hot girlfriend, then he's like, okay, fine, I'll go do whatever he told me to do. So he goes to destroy these speakers, because these speakers are irritating the zombies, which I think that was on purpose. I don't know why are you irritating the zombies with all these speakers? That would piss me off too, if I just hear a bunch of in my ear just constantly all day. And so he went to go get the girl, he went to go do the stuff for the guy to get the girl, and he went to go do stuff to the guy, and the guy's just like, oh wow, thanks, you want to do something else for me so I can stall you? I apparently have sex with your woman, and he's like, yeah, sure, I guess. He didn't really say that, but you know, that's what he was implying. And he went to go do this stuff for the guy, and he does all this stuff for the guy, and he comes back, and the guy's just like, oh yeah, and we gotta find another thing, and he's just like, okay, well, you're going with me this time. I'm not gonna go by myself again, because last time you did that, I'm pretty sure you just sent me on some bullshit errands. So he's like, alright, fine, I'll go with you, and he's going with you, and then he finds this doctor, and his doctor's like, hey, that number 12 on your neck, number 12, it has something to do with all these zombies and junk. And he's just like, what do you mean all these zombies? And then I totally forgot to put this in, he did get bit, and he's not showing any signs of being bad. And then once he's just like, okay, what does number 12 mean? The doctor's like, oh well, number 12 means that you probably aren't susceptible, whatever the word is, to a zombie bite, so you can't become a zombie. And he's just like, oh, why didn't you tell me this in the beginning? Why didn't you find me and tell me that in the complete beginning? She's just like, well, people are going to try to look for you. So now these people are trying to look for him while he's trying to save his girlfriend. And apparently he finds out he's worth $1 million. He's worth a lot of money, because he's the only one that has the cure. His blood is the cure for the zombie apocalypse, and since his blood is the cure for the zombie apocalypse, everyone's looking for him. And even the guy, the Chris Brown guy, as I told you in the beginning, that tried to screw his girlfriend, he ends up being a bad guy, and he's like, you know what, Nick, I got all your friends, and I'm gonna sit on top of this big crane and just shoot at you for the next 10 minutes. So he shoots it, and you obviously kill him, because the good guy always wins. And ends up that his cure was a thing, and they just get bombed anyway, so this whole game was a waste. If you guys like this, make sure to subscribe, like, look at my other videos on the channel. I have a Twitter account now, go follow the Twitter account, @MomOneMoreGame. I love all of you, bye.